I wanted to show you two different ways to mend the edge of the frayed pocket. The first method I want to show you is to create sort of like a binding along the edge. So I have this small piece of scrap fabric that I'm going to sew and cover up this edge here. I'm going to fold in the sides here and just hold it together with these little clips. And by folding in the sides here, I won't get a frayed edge. So when I turn this over, it's going to be like a nice clean edge. If you want to, you can draw yourself a bit of a sewing guide. I'm using a water-soluble marker. I don't know if you can see that, but you don't really need a guide. You can kind of just sort of wing it. But this will kind of help you to show you where to sew. So I'm using a back stitch to sew this edge down and using that drawn line as my guide. And as we get to the end here, I'm going to go past a little bit where that edge is, and then come back and do a finishing knot. So to do a finishing knot, I'm just going to create a little loop here like this, and then put my needle through and to pull it. You could do it a second time if you want, but I'm just going to do it just once. And then you're going to snip it. So the next step is to fold this over like this, and you can see it creates a really nice edge to cover that frayed area. And then what I'm going to do now is to stitch this back side. So before I stitch this on the other side, I just find this piece of fabric is a little bit too long. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit, like about 1/2 inch. I mean, I could leave it, but I just want it to not hang down too much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it twice. So once, trying to keep the sides in, and then the second time. And what you could do on this side here is you could do either a whip stitch or a blind stitch. I think I'm going to do a whip stitch. Just trying to tuck in my tail there. So when you're doing your whip stitch, you want to try to pick up a bit of the fabric, like the pocket fabric there, and then you want your needle to go through both the fabric pocket as well as your patch fabric. And make sure you pull it really tight. Make sure that part is folded under. And when I said pull it tight, I meant the fabric, not the thread. And I'm not using a very heavyweight fabric. I'm using kind of like a linen, sort of like a medium weight linen, almost like a shirting weight. The reason why you don't want to use too thick of a fabric, because it's just, you're going through so many layers. Like if you're using a canvas, you're going through so many layers, it's going to be really hard to sew. And I find this is such a good weight. Stitch a bit of the side here. And then do a finishing knot. And then sometimes what I like to do is slide my needle just underneath the fabric like that. And then that way when I clip off, the tail is inside the fabric. So there you have it. So the second method that I wanted to show you is along here. What I'm going to do is wrap embroidery floss along the edge. So these are just some of the colors that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to be creating a similar idea to what we just did here with this binding, but I thought it was a nice way to kind of add a bit of color. I'm going to start by taking the embroidery floss and starting just a little bit beyond the frayed area, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom seam here. And what I'm going to do is just basically wrap this edging with the embroidery floss. I guess you can call it kind of like a whip stitch. And as I'm doing this, I'm going to alternate and change the colors so I can create sort of like a striping effect. And I think using a cotton embroidery floss is a much better pairing with the jeans than using like wool or anything like that. It's always good to kind of match similar fabrics when you're mending. And I'm using all 6 strands of the cotton floss. And you can see it's already starting to kind of cover that area. And using the floss gives a nice sort of hit of color. So I think I'm going to switch to a different color now. So I've switched now to a different color. And I'm going to kind of overlap it a tiny bit just so that it is really close to the last color. So before I switch it to another color, on the back side, I just sort of stick the thread underneath and then just create like a finishing knot. And just hide the tail and then snip it. And I think I'm going to do my last color now. So here's the two different methods that I showed you, and you can definitely try this method on the edge of any sort of garment, like the cuff of your sleeve or at the bottom of your jeans. I think either one of these would work really well. So if you have any questions, let me know below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.